bravado. Only time I clap that, they was yelling bravo. Yo, I grew up in the home, but that's the perfect role model. So I do it in the song, cause some of these things I hold bottle. Knew I couldn't do it alone, but some of these things I won't follow. So I prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle. There was no love for me, I was up and coming. I faced doubts and had worries.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Wells Fargo Center as the 76ers look to grab a win here in Philadelphia. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. The New York Knicks coming to this one following a loss, guys. Down low. New York moving the ball around. And George gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Top of the key, Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Poked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. Right side, Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gets the hustle and stays home with his man.
Now here's Thompson. Here he goes. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And he jams it with authority.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on us.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now, here's George. Pass to Black. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Thompson with it. Dort covering. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Garnett wide open. The three-pointer no good. The Knicks with the lead. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
It's stolen by Barrett.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the second free throw, good. And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Here's Eason. Garnett with the block. 4 on the shot clock. Tries again. Embiid, no good. Anunoby in the corner. He's looking for Middleton and finds him for 3. And that one's good by Garnett. Garnett's got 5.
The height of Garnett's release makes it so hard to cover and opens up options for him offensively.
Right side, Irving. There's the drive. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Anunoby. Thompson, high post. Middleton outside. From the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. It's Dort on the wing. Embiid from outside. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Knicks, up by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Now here's Giddey. The teardrop falls in. Giddey's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. It's rebounded by New York. On the wing, Giddey. Inside. Rebounded by Gafford. And now Philadelphia on the break. Pass to Poole. No good with the layup.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Now, here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. Now, here's Gafford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Gafford cans them both. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Stewart a screen. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Giddey with it. Over to the wing. Here's Finney-Smith. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Now Giddey. Poole with the steal. Pass to Gafford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for Philadelphia.
First free throw is good.
and they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Gafford cans them both. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here is Giddey. Pass to Allen. Finney Smith with it. Here's Giddey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like Giddey getting physical, challenging the defense.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
This game has been all about tenacity for them. Getting right in the defense's business and winning trip after trip to the line.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Knicks trailed by 3. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Rebound by the 76ers. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Irving. They get it again. Here's Stewart, and that one drops for him. Stewart's got his first 2 points of the night.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Pass to Poole. There's the 3. And Irving pulls it down.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Dort misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's McConnell. Giddey defending. To the paint. Mulba. And they get it back. Here's Messi. And he lays it straight in. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Giddey. Irving double team. Out to the right wing. Here's Eason. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Oh, the lob to Irving. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Knicks making a switch here. New York trailing. Here's Black. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Knicks ball.
There's 10 seconds left here in the second. They now take the lead. Black's got 6 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by... one. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Knicks with the lead. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Dort wide open. Sinks the triple. Dort got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Knicks.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Middleton outside. Pass to Barrett. Back to Middleton. Shakes him. And he sinks the layup.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Black. 6 points for him. Up top, Dort. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. And again, New York with the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
It's Garnett on the wing. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on
the Knicks leading by 3. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
A shot by Messi, no good. Now the Knicks with it. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Pass to Dort. Back to Irving. To the inside. Here's Black. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For New York, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 5. Onside, Barrett. The 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barrett got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Now, here is Irving. Going inside. And then Irving slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Garnett. Chalk up 2 there. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Here's Embiid. He has 5. Top of the key jumper, no good. Down low. Nisi. Up again. Misses the follow-up. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
And the 76ers making a change here. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of ball. And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Thompson with the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Here's Black. 12 points for him. Outside, Dort. Hands it from downtown. Dort got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Black. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of his game, his passing. He knows the defense expects him to finish the job, but he just drops off a dime.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. .41 seconds left to play in the third. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Pass to Gafford. Knicks with the rebound. Now Giddey. McConnell scanning the floor. The shot's good from Gafford.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Giddey. Throws it up high, and Jones slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. 1 second left, and that one comes up a bit short. And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
The Knicks, 43. All right, man.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
All right, everybody, coming on the court.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
High post, Embiid. The kick out to Irving. Embiid the screen. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Embiid's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Pass to Eason. Off target from three-point range. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. To the middle. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
New York ball.
The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Black. Outside, Dort. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Pass to Garnett. And here is Gafford. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Black. Here's Eason. Pass to Black. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Embiid, no good. The 76ers trailed by 6. KG, that's good.
And this is the work ethic Garnett possesses. Really hustles down the floor in transition.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. To the paint. Stolen by Anunoby. And here we go. Thompson into the hoop.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. .152 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Giddey. Back to Embiid. Embiid punches it down.
The guy you want to have the ball. Embiid, this man is a superstar.
Garnett inside. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:32 left to play in the final quarter. To the middle. Here's Messi. Kicks it out to Garnett. They get the rebound. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
No question, it's a big impact play. Credit to him for working hard to find that opportunity.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid with it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
.50 seconds left in the fourth. To the inside. Messi to tie it up. Misses at the rim. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
They set the pick. Here's Giddey. Laces one from 3.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8". With his skill, Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Back to Garnett. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Embiid drives in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Yes!
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They trailed by 4. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle 3-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
So a close game sees New York take this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Later on, I'm so rich, I'm clutching, I'm tougher than Jimmy Butler. I'm seeing double. You should double dribble. Bounce that in my direction. I'm a champ. No game 7 in my section. I'm ballin'. I'm throwing hundreds. Look at how they ballin'. I know she love it. Love the way I'm ballin'. Michael Jordan, party jumping. 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. Michael Jordan. Rick Owens on the feet, I guess I'm Euro stepping high. Cooking, yeah, I'm chefing, I don't miss like stepping now. In my section live, I say come here and she comply. Then proceed to throw it back on me, that throw me on my. She think I'm a layup, then she must not